Hello, I'm Ryan F9 and here's a list from Sport Bike Santa Claus. First idea, Renthal Kevlar road race grips. If you can figure out the handlebar diameter of your giftie's bike, this is probably the most useful sport bike gift under 50 bucks. And under 40. And under 30. Because they only cost me $23. So, what's the big deal? Well, normally grips are either soft and really short-lived, or hard and very long-lasting. Of course, we all prefer the soft variety. They're cushy, tacky, vibration canceling, all good things. But then again, no one wants to change their grips every season. Enter the Renthal Kevlars, which happen to be soft and long-lasting. They have an amazing handlebar feel, but they also wear like iron. It's quite an impressive feat. If you want to peek behind the magician's curtain, look close. Look really close. See, there are tiny Kevlar particles mixed into the resin itself, and that's the trick. So as the grip wears down, more and more Kevlar particles are exposed on the surface. Et voila, and this soft material actually gets more durable as it wears away. Only downside is the color. It's somewhere between pea yellow and cardboard brown. Not sexy at all. But the racers use them, so at least they look fast. Next up, the Scorpion SG3 Mark II. It is really hard to buy a decent sport glove on a holiday budget. Normally you'll find a lot of shorties under the Christmas tree, which is okay, but I know a lot of riders prefer that full gauntlet, something that they can crash in the canyon, something that they can tuck at the track if need be. So I chose the SG3 Mark II. It's a proper full-length glove, but Scorpion also pulled a lot of cost-saving maneuvers since the first generation, and that keeps it well south of 200 bucks. First off, they ditched the kangaroo palm for a full goatskin construction. I have no qualms there because the sliding strength is as good as always, there's just a bit of added weight. Scorpion also ditched the ceramic super fabric on the fingers in favor of this TPU. Again, I don't really mind. Normally thermoplastics are a little bit chunky and uncomfortable, but honestly, I can't feel these ones at all. So there's no safety or comfort sacrificed and there's a few toonies saved, all good. Then there's the stitching. It used to be Kevlar. Scorpion said that the Kevlar was actually too strong and caused the leather to break apart in some cases. I say bullshit. They're just trying to save money with a cheaper thread, but again, I don't really care because I don't think much safety was sacrificed. And now that Scorpion saved so much money throughout this glove, well, they could spend a few bucks where it counts. They split the knuckle armor into two different plates and chucked a bigger foam pad underneath. It's loads more mobile and more comfortable. Then Scorpion fixed the cuff. On the original SG3, it was like the gauntlet off a medieval knight or something. It was way too big and way too hard. And this one is a proper 2016 job. They slimmed it down. It has this double Velcro closure. It's very precise, very slick. They made this finger more modern too because now it works with my iPhone. Anyway, this is a glove I would be stoked to wear on the street, and I would take it to a track day without hesitation. If Sauron had been wearing an SG3 Mark II, you wouldn't have lost the ring to begin with. It is a rock-solid glove. Now, if you're anything like me, a busy shopping mall on December 20th is your perfect definition of hell. So how can you buy a cool sport bike gift without leaving home? Well, that's simple. Go to MotoGP.com and click the blue Video Pass button. Every sport rider I've met either watches or is interested in watching MotoGP. So buy a yearly membership for the sport bike guy or gal in your life. They normally cost between $100 and $150, depending on how early you snag them. And Dorna's coverage is really good. You get every practice, qualifying, and race online and on demand, plus all the press conferences, highlight reels, analyses, and historical events that you have time to watch. Now, the Alpine Star's Faster 2. Obviously, this is an update on the original Faster shoe. I always choose new stuff when it comes to gift ideas because nobody wants to unwrap something that they already own. This is kind of a unique boot. I mean, the Faster 2 isn't a totally casual shoe, but it's also a lot less hardcore than something like an SMX2. And I think that's the Goldilocks middle ground when it comes to gifts. See, we can actually ride in something like this. There's a TPU toe slider. It's definitely not a proper replaceable brick, but it's better than nothing. And there's a polypropylene heel counter back here. It's multi-density to provide progressive impact absorption. Said simply, if you bonk a heel, it's not going to hurt so bad. There's also ankle armor on both the pointy bits. Plus the laces tuck away under this strap, and then the sole is made from a compound that's not going to slip on oily pavement. Both of those things are good for not tumbling over at a stoplight, denting our fairings, damaging our pride. Obviously, this isn't the most protective shoe in the world, but they're all day comfortable, they don't look too dinky under jeans, and they're certainly not going to break the bank. Besides, I probably wouldn't recommend buying a proper hardcore sport boot as a gift. When it comes to buckles and big bucks, it should really be chosen by the foot that's going to wear it. So I think the Faster 2 is just right as a holiday present. It comes in 4 microfiber chassis, by the way. Men's, women's, and if you live in Vancouver, men's waterproof and women's waterproof. And finally, I have the Santa Slayer best gift ever for 2016 Sport Riders, Arfa 11 Pro. This helmet is brand new to Canada. It's going to make a huge splash, and we're all going to be riding the HJC wave in no time. Basically, it's a race-ready, full-tuck sport helmet with a carbon fiber aramid and fiberglass shell construction. That means it's super slim and super lightweight, 1,420 grams for this size large, which is lighter than the previous Arfa 10. Ventilation also got jacked up. HJC literally doubled the number of vents since the last iteration, and the result is a tornado of airflow, more than any other helmet I've worn in recent memory. Of course, the downside to airflow is that it's super loud. In my opinion, the Arfa 11 Pro really necessitates earplugs, and I think a lot of racers would agree with me. Now I've got 2 pros and a con for the visor. Pro, they made the eye port taller, so even with my chin down there on the tank, I get a good heads-up view of what's ahead of me. I also think that this center lock here is a pro because left-handed riders always seem to get screwed on that. I do, however, believe that these tear-off posts are a con. They're absolutely huge, they annoy my peripheries, and let's be honest, maybe 5% of us are ever going to use them. HJC gives us a dark pinlock-ready visor in the box as well, which is very generous of them, but it has the mountainous tear-off pegs too, and that's a bit disappointing. But back to the positives, because there are a lot of them. Emergency cheek pad removal is new and a huge bonus for a helmet like this. The chin line has been raised as well, which improves mobility and looks badass. Then there's all the little detail stuff, like these rubberized glove catchers on the vent wheels. And this cool PIM Plus text, just in case you forget what your helmet's made of. I once said that the Arfa 10 was a giant middle finger to Arai, AGV, and Shoei. I guess that means that the Arfa 11 Pro is a pants down, 2 fingers up, screw you to everyone else. HJC has proven, again, that they can make a better helmet for $500 than most companies can for $750. Oh, by the way, it also comes in solid colors and Marvel superhero graphics, which is kind of fun. Also, it fits way too small, so order a size larger than usual. That's it for Sport Bike gift ideas, but we've got more holiday cheer coming up.